I've got your energy stories for the second week of July 2025, and of course, the biggest energy story of the week, and the year for that matter, is the passage into law of the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, a name that perhaps author Kurt Vonnegut would have come up with on one of his finer days, or maybe Joseph Heller. The OBBB essentially reverses much of the renewable energy and industrial policy put in place with the passage of the Biden-era IRA, and will result in the cancellation of tens of gigawatts of renewable generation projects in the very near future. It's already started. There's a lot more detail here than I'll get into, but big picture is this sets the stage for tight power markets for some time to come. It's not like this capacity will or can immediately be replaced with gas turbines. The turbine majors, GE Vernova, Mitsubishi, and Siemens are sold out with wait times in some cases up to 7 years. Costs of those turbines are reported to have jumped as much as 50% over the past 10 months. And while gas prices are relatively muted at present, rig counts are down. You can blame the low cost of oil for some of that. Saudi Arabia is pushing out a lot right now, as is OPEC. And expected prices for the next year, though, will become significantly higher for gas. At least that's what the EIA is forecasting. So we're probably moving into an inflationary period in the power sector. One indicator to watch for, PJM's base residual capacity auction, which opens tomorrow and runs through the 15th, with results expected to be posted on the 22nd. Energy buyers will be watching and wincing, awaiting that outcome. South Central Texas cooperative Guadalupe Valley Electric Cooperative will work with distributed battery storage developer Base Power to create a 2-megawatt virtual power plant. Residential customers will have access to backup power in case of blackouts, while the co-op will operate the batteries remotely through Base Power's software to manage exposure to wholesale power markets and transmission costs. The battery systems will be deployed in new houses built by national home builder Lennar and owned by Base Power. In California, Turtle Rock Unified School District received 9 electric Bluebird buses recently, and charging infrastructure as well. They will be charged through a mixture of AC and DC chargers that take electricity from solar canopies over the school parking lot, as well as some utility power. The project is being run by partners Schneider Electric and the Mobility House, with Mobility House software optimizing the use of the on-site solar and reducing utility energy costs. In New Jersey, the state Senate unanimously passed smart solar permitting legislation that will expedite the permitting process for residential solar and battery storage systems. This law calls for the Department of Community Affairs to develop and offer an online, automated permitting platform for rooftop solar and battery installations within a year. Consequently, code-compliant applicants should be able to obtain permits without delay. Yeah, that's a big deal here in the United States, but not in places like Germany, where user-friendly approaches have been the norm for well over a decade, and there have dramatically cut soft costs of rooftop solar. And finally, in this shortened week, it was the 4th of July week after all, in May, China reportedly installed a record 93,000 megawatts of solar capacity. That equates to adding about 100 solar panels every second. The first 5 months saw a total of 198,000 megawatts of solar installed. Putting that figure in perspective, here in the United States, the first 3 months of this year saw 10,100 megawatts. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll hope to see you soon.